The beauty of the ocean, no doubt, is captivating, but not without danger. So, if you are on the sea for business or at the beach for leisure, make safety your watchword at all times. Welcome to Nimasa this week. Thanks for tuning into the penultimate episode for this month, October 2025. I remain your anchor on the show, Moyioluwa Olutayo. Please put on your life jacket and join us as we savor the next half an hour on this cruise. I'll be right back.
Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for a maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
Welcome back on the program and thanks for staying with us. The Nigerian Navy, in collaboration with the French Navy, coordinated a bilateral maritime security exercise between 8 October to 10 October 2025 at Takwa Bay, Lagos, to enhance maritime security operations. The exercise is aimed at assessing the Nigerian Navy fleet and enhancing its capacity to combat maritime crimes. The Director General of Nimasa, Dr. Dayo Mubriola, was ably represented at the event by the Executive Director, Maritime Labour, Mr. Jibril Abba. Stay tuned on the program. There's more to come.
The agency's Director General, Dr. Dayo Mubriola, was on hand to witness the recent bilateral maritime security exercise, which saw the Nigerian Navy collaborate with the French Navy to strengthen cooperation between both navies and enhance the operational capacity of the Nigerian Navy in combating maritime crimes. Held from 8th to 10th October 2025 at Takwa Bay, Lagos, the exercise sought to assess fleet readiness and test the ability to respond to real-world maritime threats. A simulated scenario was carried out by the Nigerian Navy fleet and a French naval ship to evaluate interoperability and efficiency in tracking and countering maritime security threats. Dignitaries present at the event included the Director General of Nimasa, represented by the Executive Director, Maritime Labour and Cabotage Services, Mr. Jibril Abba, the Flag Officer Commanding Naval Doctrine Command, represented by Rear Admiral I.C. Okpala, and Commander Stéphane Conges, the French Naval Advisor. Speaking on behalf of the Nimasa DG, Mr. Jibril Abba, the Executive Director, Maritime Labour Services, stated that the exercise serves as a routine operation designed to better prepare the Nigerian Navy and further strengthen international ties in maritime security cooperation.
We're here today to witness a bilateral maritime security exercise that is being conducted by the Nigerian Navy in conjunction with the French Army. Upon coming here, we've seen various drills that had to do with a hostage rescue situation, and it was done in a very perfect manner. The hostages were actually taken out of the den that they were put. We saw quite a number of the special forces coming with their amphibious vessel, and then of course there were a lot of tankers that came. They strategized, they looked at the whole environment, scanned it before heading towards where the hostages were and then bringing them out. So overall, it was a very lovely exercise. It was well planned, well coordinated, and I guess it's supposed to serve as some sort of routine exercise.
This joint exercise marks a significant step in reinforcing maritime security in the Gulf of Guinea and highlights the ongoing commitment of both nations to securing regional waters.
Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for a maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
Welcome back on the program. Next, we move on to the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. In a bid to strengthen maritime safety and ties, the Regional Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, Lagos, coordinated a joint rescue/safety drill with the Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, Mumbai, India. The drill was coordinated via Zoom, with both parties in their respective rescue centers. Stay tuned on the program as we bring you the full report.
In a move aimed at strengthening international maritime cooperation and improving emergency response capabilities, the Regional Maritime Rescue Coordination Center recently conducted a joint safety and rescue drill with the Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, Mumbai, India. The virtual exercise, which took place via Zoom, brought together rescue teams from both nations in a coordinated simulation aimed at enhancing preparedness for maritime emergencies. The joint drill featured two scenarios, namely man overboard and fire on board simulations. According to RMRCC Lagos, the exercise was not only a test of technical preparedness, but also a demonstration of the growing collaboration between maritime safety agencies across borders, with the drill underscoring the importance of international cooperation in ensuring safety at sea. The joint drill marks a significant milestone in Africa-Asia maritime relations and highlights the strategic importance of interregional coordination in enhancing global maritime safety.
Controller 3, this is Papa 3, MRCC Mumbai.
MRCC Mumbai, this is Controller 3, reading you loud and clear.
Vessel Siren. Item number 1, 2, 3, at the rate 4, 5, 6, 7. MMSI number 419 at the rate 0, 1, 2, 3 Alpha Bravo at the rate Confirm my message copy.
The message is copied loud and clear. Please confirm the coordinate once again. Confirm coordinate once again. Over.
Heavy Saga, this is MRCC Lagos. Confirm your position.
Controller 1, this is player 1. Confirm your inform my overflows receive.
Controller 5, this is player 5. Requesting for updates on medical evacuation on MT Kirikiri.
Please take 1, 5. Comics. Regarding 02 crews you are reported burn on board MT Kirikiri. One Coast Guard Hello was launched and arrived at located the vessel and trying to rescue.
Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for a maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
Still on Nimasa this week, on Wednesday, October 8th, the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency Nimasa hosted 40 international trainees from 20 countries under the Siren Academy program. The event took place at the Nimasa Resource Center in Kirikiri, Lagos. And the Director General of Nimasa, Dr. Dayo Mubriola, was ably represented by the Director of Marine Environment Management, Mr. Hiki Dimowo, who received the delegation on behalf of the agency. Stay tuned on the program. We'll be right back.
In line with the current management strategy of collaborating with strategic partners in furtherance of the agency's objectives, the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency recently hosted 40 international trainees from 20 countries under the Siren Academy program, with the event held at the Nimasa Resource Center in Kirikiri, Lagos. A key highlight of the visit was a presentation by Mr. Aganaba Inemotimi on Nigeria's flagship maritime security initiative, the Deep Blue Project.
Nigeria has an 853-kilometer coastline. Securing this coastline is not just important to the country itself, but to the entire Gulf of Guinea for regional stability. So the threat posed by insecurity, piracy, incidences, and all of that in the past gave rise to what we are about to talk about now, the Deep Blue Project. The Deep Blue Project is Nigeria's response to piracy, incidences, and robberies in the Nigerian East and, of course, by extension, the Gulf of Guinea.
Prior to that, the head of the visiting delegation, Commander Emmanuel Vinet, delivered his welcome remarks, during which he expressed gratitude for the warm reception and commended Nimasa for its ongoing efforts in maritime administration in Nigeria.
But also to know each other, to build a strong network, a team spirit that will last for long, to improve maritime security across the region, practically And that part of it is to know how each nation from the region is organized, like that when they have an issue at sea, your neighboring country or in front of the country, they know how you organize and who to contact. But also, by sharing expertise and experience and knowledge, there will be a diversity brought back to their nations. They can say, I've seen some different way of organizing the regional maritime safety center or the monitoring of the maritime domain.
The Director General of Nimasa was ably represented by the Director of Marine Environment Management, Mr. Hiki Dimowo, who welcomed the delegation on behalf of the agency.
We will say welcome to the course participants. I hope and believe that you learn something first and foremost, because these things have to be sequestered. You learn something and then you take it back and implement it. I hope you learn something from our modest facilities we have here, the C4I. I understand you are visiting the C4I and one or two relations there. I hope you learn something and that you find what you learn valuable. And I hope you can go ahead and replicate the process there and beyond.
This was followed by a guided tour of both the C4I Center and the RMRCC facility, where the visiting trainees observed the operational structures and technologies supporting Nigeria's maritime security efforts. The visit by the Siren Academy, renowned for its focus on maritime studies and leadership training, underscores the importance of international partnerships in addressing contemporary maritime challenges through intelligence sharing, joint exercises, and capacity building.
Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for a maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
Nigeria, a maritime nation with 853 kilometers of coastline, 10,000 kilometers of inland waterways, and a commanding presence along the Gulf of Guinea.
This vast blue economy is not just potential, it's powering trade, security, and sustainability for Nigeria and the entire region. Nigeria is fully aligned with the International Maritime Organization's vision for safer, greener, and more secure seas.
Nigeria is actively implementing a marine litter action plan to protect its waters and enhance sustainable ocean governance. In recent years, it has ratified key IMO instruments covering maritime safety, training for fishing vessel personnel, and pollution response, while securing presidential assent for 3 more conventions on ship recycling, liability limits, and passenger safety.
But trade and tourism thrive only where there is maritime security. Once a piracy hotspot, the Gulf of Guinea is now safer, thanks largely to Nigeria's Deep Blue project, led by Nimasa in partnership with the Nigerian Navy and other regional architecture.
Combining satellite surveillance, air and sea assets, and an advanced command and control center, the Deep Blue project has helped reduce piracy incidents in Nigerian waters to 0 and, by extension, significantly across the wider region.
At the core of Nigeria's maritime transformation is the Lekki Deep Sea Port, the first fully automated port in Nigeria and one of the most advanced in West Africa. It can handle 2.5 million TEUs annually, easing congestion, reducing dwell time, and revolutionizing logistics for African trade.
Next to Lekki Port sits the Dangote refinery, Africa's largest, with a capacity of 650,000 barrels per day, This massive infrastructure is redefining maritime logistics in the region.
As a coastal state, Nigeria is investing in sustainable maritime solutions, including green port infrastructure, energy-efficient vessels, and the use of climate-friendly CNG-powered trucks to reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
But infrastructure alone is not enough. Nigeria is building people. Through the Nigerian Seafarers Development Program, over 2,200 cadets have been trained, many with global standard certifications.
Training partnerships with some countries continue to grow. Maritime academies in Nigeria are better equipped for training. Nigeria also supports gender inclusion in maritime professions, empowering more women to thrive in the blue economy.
Nigeria's maritime sector is more than shipping lanes and oil platforms. It is a source of jobs, tourism, trade, energy, and national pride.
Ecotourism on our Atlantic coast to clean shipping and digital port solutions.
Nigeria is not just sailing ahead. We're bringing others along.
We are partnering for a safer, greener, and inclusive maritime future.
Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for a maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
That's all we have for you on today's episode. Thanks for watching. We're docking for now, but we promise to be back again next week with another interesting episode. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I remain your anchor on the show, Moyoluwa Olutayo. Until we come your way again next week, same time, same station. Bye for now.